Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from, for November 7th through the 9th, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle for Aries. Let's see what's up here. Aries, we have healing light that flew out. We have family and we have deception. So we have joyous fun. I kid you not, this is what I was getting, and I was being moved almost to tears about it. So I apologize. This time is not the cold, it's just me trying to hold it back. They want you to know that no matter what's coming towards you, that you deserve to be happy, right? You deserve to feel joyful no matter what your circumstances are. They're telling me that there's problems coming up. You may see the problems already occurring or on its way, or you may feel like your family is in a bunch of turmoil. The thing is that it's not really turmoil. This is a call to your family members to pour over themselves, like look over themselves, look over their past, and to free themselves of it. They're telling me that whatever it is, like it no longer holds any, it doesn't hold them back anymore. Some kind of issue, it no longer holds them back. It may feel insurmountable. It may feel too hard to bear, too much to carry. Oh man, this is hitting me so bad, man. I don't know if whatever this was heartbreaking. This was sad. The family, I can't make this up. I'm getting heartbroken. Five of Cups is heartbroken. Three of Swords. Golly, somebody's heart is broken in this family. I don't know if it's yours or everyone, you know. And it's so hard or so bad. It's like spilling into me. So I'm so sorry for the emotion. I'm not usually super. I laugh at everything. So joy's fun and healing light tells me that it's important to be so like to be aware. Healing light is about being aware of something that's really sad, but looking at it and saying, this is what it is, but I still deserve to be happy though. No matter what this was, I feel like whatever it is, right? It was just, it feels like a team or two people in this. Hermit, Six of Cups, Chariot, Five of Cups. There's hope after something really sad. They're telling me that you saw a problem ahead. You may have already seen it. You may have already known about it before it even hit the press. But they want you to know that whatever is going on with this family, for a lot of this stuff to be out here, this tells me that the problem is not an issue. Whatever the problem is, it's not an issue anymore. They want you to know that these are people that will overcome their problems. They will conquer their challenges. They have a lot of potential. They will succeed over whatever the problem is. This is even a call to you that you will succeed through something. Maybe the family also could be disappointed in something that you may have done. They may feel as though they may be thinking about it and ruminating over it and going, this is so big. I don't think that Aries is going to get through it. But this also more so for me, more so looks like the family going through something where you may be looking at them going, eh, okay. But either way, they want you and your family to close their eyes, close your eyes, and imagine that this is not your future. This does whatever this is, it does not spell out the rest of your life. This is not going to drag you down or drag them down anymore. It doesn't have any power over you. It can't pull you back anymore. It's not even the story of whoever this is no longer the story, right? I feel like that someone's been given a big gift from spirit, a gift of abundance, that it's up to these people or it's up to you to take a hold of it, to grab it and go with it. I feel that North Node and Jupiter placements are involved. This talks about growth, about realizing you have a destiny, you have a purpose, right? Someone in this space has learned a very hard lesson, but they've now, it's put them on the path of like, whoa, I have a purpose, man. This could be even the vibe of someone who's like, like you have a near death experience. I don't know if you've ever had one of those, but you realize in those instances that you're meant to be here because you were saved for a reason. There's no reason you should be here right now. Somehow, some way, all that is entrenched in this. I feel like someone's building their confidence back up because I'm getting the color yellow, and yellow is about the solar plexus. I'm so golly, this is like so tough. Like I feel like whoever is going through this is like sliding down a wall somewhere. Like hurt, hurt. It's hard to practice self-love in this. Like it's hard to say it's going to be okay. I have a purpose. I have a meaning. I feel like that is why spirit wants you to understand this. Like if you're not going through this, your family members are going through this. Whatever this is, it caused a lot of pain and grief. But they need to practice self-love. It's important. Whoever these people are, your family, it's like they're meant to be here. It's important for you especially to trust your gut, because I feel that even in your gut you may know that this is not just going to be their story, like, or yours. Okay, you got to treat them with respect. The angel number 0440 is in this, and that is a karmic number, and I mean it's really karmic. You got to treat these people with respect, right? If you don't, because karma's sitting in this situation, so whatever this was called karma's, it piqued karma's interest. It's like whatever happened, it was like karma was like, oh, you rang, let me come on over there. And honestly, in that whenever karma shows up, karma doesn't just say, well, I'm just going to only deal with this person because that's why I came. Karma's like, so who else's heart needs to go on this scale? Let's see whose heart is as light as a feather. Let's see. Since we all standing here, let's go. That's part of the reason why sometimes spirit's like, sometimes you gotta step away from people because it'll karma's not this is a blindfolded lady, right? um you have to treat these people with respect is what this is saying. It's almost calling attention to the fact that, hey, haven't we all done something, hermit energy, 6 of cups, haven't we all done something that led us into a pit of despair, and we're in a place where we're like, holy crap, maybe I threw myself so far off kilter that I'm not on par with my life's purpose anymore. Maybe all the gifts that were meant for me are being flown away because of how bad I was. This is that energy. Spirit's like, it's time for you to purify your body in a sense too. Uh, yeah, they're given that too. Deception is 10 of wands and the 3 of swords. There's nothing so heavy that can't be redeemed. Is the deception is like, this is too heavy, and the more that someone thinks about it, the more that they are weighed down and heavy laden, and you're not meant to be. And neither is these family members meant to be heavy laden down. This looks like something where it's like you're still in alignment. Just get your butt up. Get up. Status quo is a 7 of cups and the 4 of cups. These are the outer influences of the people around you. This family energy had a very poor influence. People who were they were like in a dream world, very confused. These would be people that aligned with others that were confused. It seemed like an interwoven community of confused people that may have um, influenced your family members. Very confused. It could even be you. I'm just, look, take it how it resonates, because what I'm getting off of this is like emotional to me. That someone started to feel like life was just like meh. This was a very sad energy that was reevaluating everything, reevaluating their purpose. So confused, going down a dark path in some way. So it's not necessarily the darkest path in the world, but it was one where they couldn't love themselves. It was one where they felt like they were always going to be held back by some kind of mess from the past. Any disappointment they ever faced, like, oh, I spilled milk when I was 3. I'm a wasteful human being. I shouldn't be here, type person. Like it was that bad. Whoever they were dealing with, and the energy and the influence around them kept pushing them back into that space of like, I don't deserve to be happy because I broke a window when I was 5. Uh, that is so hurtful. Oh my gosh, please help me, spirit. I don't want to cry. This is sad. This is sad, man. I don't know. You may not even know your family feels this way, but you may feel a sense of dread when being around them, or maybe there's some, because I'm seeing somewhat of a fear, a worry of being around them. Like, what in the heck? Or you may notice that they're in a negative headspace, like they don't see the positive in anything. That may be something like a red flag, like holy crap, it doesn't matter what anybody says, they're always pointing at, like you'll be like Christmas is coming up and they're just like, oh, that, that consumer holiday, that kind of thing, or whatever you say, they're turning Thanksgiving. Oh wow, the day that we annihilated all the Indians, when and it's like, yeah, that's a messed up in America. That's what Thanksgiving basically kind of represents, if I'm going to be honest. But I'm getting someone who's like, no matter what you say, oh, I got a raise, oh, more money, like they're just never, they're starting to take on a more pessimistic viewpoint. Then you may start seeing that, okay, something is not right. um, Spirit is asking you to treat this person with so much respect, and more so pour into them that there's nothing that cannot be overcome, there's nothing that can't be redeemed, that you deserve to be happy right now, like you deserve to feel joy regardless of what's messed up and going on in the world. Planning an action, though, with the five of swords and the queen of pentacles, tells me that they're trying to get on the good foot, as my great grandmother liked to say, which means that they're saying, I'm not going to any longer walk in that energy. They're working hard to get back in a space where they're okay. They're overcoming some of their fears and challenges. They're starting to realize that. I feel like joy feels so good that it may wake people up. I don't know. It's hitting me so hard. I don't know what happens over the weekend, but there's something that may remind them of a joyful time or a better time before anything weird happened, and it wakes them up, and they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna be more responsible. I'm going to overcome this. And Spirit is just, I feel like Spirit's just telling you or warning you, so that you make sure that you're coming in respectfully. You're not coming in all extra disrespectful, kicking doors down, like, you know what, this is enough. I don't know, but because they're wanting you to realize that respect is super important. I don't think you're a disrespectful person in the least, in the slightest, but there may be something here that makes you or gives you pause about the energy with this person, where you're just like, I don't know what the heck your deal is, but can it get it together? Okay. um Solar plexus represents yellow, and I'm seeing yellow, right? So that would represent usually sight. So but I would still, um if so, this is how you know if it's imbalanced. You'll know because this person may be overbearing. You may think they're really arrogant, or they experience, or this even could be you, right? This is what happens, right? The shame, the fear of rejection, the lack of control. Usually people, when they're in this energy, they isolate, and then they may be over the top with things, right? They would lack self-esteem. You would be able to tell, like maybe they stopped taking care of themselves. They're feeling powerless. It's hard for them to make decisions, so they may be, you may find that they're just like not doing anything, but they're like they're not doing anything, but you can't confront them on it, type of overbearing energy or arrogance, like I'm too good for this job, kind of vibe. Sometimes it could be that, where you're like, how come you're not doing anything? And they're just like, the work there, they're only paying me this much, it's not going to do anything, there's no point, that kind of vibe, right? Why would I join the rat race, type of thing. They may experience indigestion. You may notice that like their stomach's messed up, right? You may notice they're getting bigger, bloating, ulcers, liver issues, eating disorders. They may overeat or not eat enough. You may be wondering, or they may lose weight, a lot of weight. They may be always tired, sleeping, fatigue. Um, the mm, You'll want to do like 320 hertz frequency. If you're around them, play this in the background. 320 hertz frequency. And the background could be very low, imperceptible almost, like it's there, but it's not there. It's in the background, right? 320 hertz frequency on you. It could be, you could find them on YouTube. All right. You want to use these crystals, like have them around, put them around your family and the house somewhere, just sit it on the somewhere, right? Sight is important. So it would be nice to put it on the mantle, put it on the like the table, the dresser, whatever the heck. You would use yellow jasper, tiger's eye, amber, pyrite, citrine. Get them a bracelet or something, like one of these. Although none of them are that. I don't think. No, they're not. I'm not wearing that. But the oils or the scent that you want to use, say you have to be around them, you want to use lemon, peppermint, juniper, bergamot, or ginger. and that could be in a diffuser. You could just wear it around on you when you're around them, right? Or get them like a scented candle or something. um, Fix like whole grains, yellow foods like bananas, yellow squash. You know, those have yellow, even the golden delicious apples or golden apples. I don't think it's called delicious, but golden apples. Yellow things, corn, legumes, well, beans, you know, and fermented foods like sauerkraut, you know, pickles and such. You want to do that. And yeah, encourage them to challenge themselves. If they had set a goal for themselves, encourage it. If they're like, I think I'm gonna work out, sure, cool, well, I'll even go with you, kind of thing. Spirit's telling you because I feel like you have a big influence on this family member. Okay, you could be dealing with a Virgo, a Cancer, or a Capricorn. Yeah, if you're not dealing with those signs, but you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.